Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
It's just things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy.
Welcome to Dollar Tree Theater. This is Hobbs Horror. Today's Dollar Tree Theater review is a 2019 film, approximately 1 hour and 35 minutes. It gets a 4.5 on IMDb. We are talking about Cruel Peter, one of my recent acquisitions. This is put out by Vertical. This is a Vertical release. This is an unrated film, as you can see there. Voltage Pictures. Henry Douthwaite, Tia Greco-Ross, Feldner, Eran Bevan, and Zoe Nuch and Liz. This is filmed in Italy. So let's talk about my Roku remote getting in the way. Just kidding. Let's talk about Cruel Peter. Cruel Peter follows a family in the UK who is very prominent. They're very rich. But their son is kind of a snob, and he's very mean. And he likes to harm animals, and he likes to harm people and servants, and acts like a little butthole, basically. He's very mean to people. He tells people to put their dogs in boxes and see how long they can last without suffocating, and then things like that. And he's very demented in that aspect of it. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis here for you, just so you get a little bit more in-depth here. After the tragic death of her mother, Bianca makes an attempt to contact her spirit process. She unknowingly summons Peter, a 13-year-old boy who was a victim of evil ways, ultimately killed in the act of revenge. So basically the boys that he's picking on decide to do the same to him as he did to their dog and other pets. He would burn rats, and he's just a very, as it says here, he's just a very cruel individual. And there's a friendly eco case that we love so much. So basically, in that process, they do the same thing to him and they catch him. And then there's this earthquake. And when this earthquake happens, he actually ends up being stuck and buried beneath the ground and dying. Now, there's some history with his family as to why they are so prominent. And kind of a spoiler alert, but I don't think it's giving away too much. But his family's also involved in the witching and witchcraft from the past, so a lot of people are kind of casting spells on people, and he's kind of becoming more into the craft in terms of how brutal things are and whatnot. They didn't really touch base on that in the film, but that's kind of what happens. Now, fast forward, after all this goes down and he's passed, we have a young girl whose mother who has passed with her father. They try to conjure her up, and the girl ends up being something else. You could probably figure from the picture what she ends up becoming. And her father basically has to try to find a way to save her now, as she is becoming kind of like Cruel Peter, and almost like a possession type state. And it's disturbing her father to see it, so he's kind of losing his mind. He doesn't know what to do with her. He's trying to be casual with her, but she's also deaf, so he has to do sign language with her to be able to understand. It was really weird for me to see. I don't see this that often, but he was actually scolding her. And I've not really seen that in a film where somebody's scolding someone that was deaf, and it was kind of was sad in a way, . But this movie is very, very eerie. It's very creepy. The haunt movies lately have not been hitting for me. I did send The Haunting of Hyde House to somebody to review. I probably should have watched that again. It really wasn't fantastic. I'm not for sure. But this one, slightly better. I am going to rate this one 3.5 out of 5 Boglins, simply because the acting was very well done, very well shot. The budget was on point. It's a very eerie film. If you like haunts and you like possession films, if you like witchcraft, really you get a lot of different subgenres of horror with this. It's not really geared towards one. I think you'll really like Cruel Peter. If you could find it for $1, it's definitely a great grab. But it's going to be one of those ones you can't have your phone out, when you're watching it. You really have to pay attention to the minor details as well. But so yeah, that is my thoughts on Cruel Peter. I did like it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. So it's right in that just slightly above medium range. Except it's for me. Thanks for watching Dollar Tree Theater. Let me know your thoughts on Cruel Peter if you've seen it. If not, let me know your thoughts on what you're watching this week in the comments. Catch up with you later. Peace.
Welcome to the house on the A6 block. I'm just chilling on the porch in my chair I rock. I'm your host Jimmy Biggs with the ghoulish clip. The only light outside is the full moon lit. Welcome to a world mixed with evil and good. If you ain't plan on staying, then you misunderstood. This ain't a nightmare, the figment of imagination. Step aside and the house will awaken. Skeletons, play the piano.